Well, welcome back everyone. My name is Jay. It's been a little bit since I've done a video. I'm doing fine. I hope that you guys are all doing well and that you have been doing good these past few weeks. And let's just get right back into the swing of things with a pretty chill clean with me, just getting all of the regular cleaning and tidying around the house done. So I hope that you'll clean with me or just enjoy the video. Like I mentioned, I hope you all are doing good. I really don't have an excuse as to why I haven't been uploading regularly. I do apologize for those of you that look forward to my videos. I do not take it for granted. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed to me or just passed by the channel. I really do notice, and I definitely am very grateful. I think it kind of boils down to I just haven't been feeling myself. I have not been sleeping very well, and I know that's such a simple explanation, but I just have not been sleeping well for weeks, and it's made me very irritable and just tired all the time. I'm always tired. I always want to take a nap. I just have kind of brain fog and very irritable. Everything gets on my nerves. People in person, people on Instagram, it just people when I'm watching other videos. So I just had to kind of take a little break and get myself together. You don't realize how much sleep means until you're not getting it, until you're trying to survive on 4 hours a night, 4 restless hours. So that's where I've been, just here, not sleeping, living, working, doing all the things, or actually doing none of the things. I haven't even been to the pool, none of that. So it's okay once I get out the house, once I get to work and muddle through work. If I have anything to do, I have to do it right away after work, because once I get home and I sit down, I just can't do anything. I haven't even been cooking that much because I just can't bring myself to do anything except like doze on and off until it's time for bed and then not get any sleep. So that's where I've been. I've just been here, still I guess healthy, nothing really wrong. I haven't been going to the gym even, just too tired. But that's where I've been. I hope that you guys are doing better than me. If you have any tips for sleeping, I've done the melatonin, magnesium, tea, milk, cutting out my afternoon coffee, having a coffee before bed, having a decaf coffee, more water. I've done all the things. I'm just in a phase right now, and this happens where I'm just not sleeping well. So as you can see, I was very behind on laundry, just completely backed up. I'm currently backed up again. At least I'm washing it, but I've not been cleaning, so you haven't missed anything because the chores have not been getting done. My bathroom, which you'll see in the next video, so bad, so bad. But yeah, we're just surviving over here. You'll see here in a minute, I'm about to put on my new duvet cover. I finally found one that I liked on Amazon, and I kind of went back and forth on the color. I don't know why it was such a big deal, but I wanted a color that I could keep on the bed year round because I got rid of my duvet that I previously had because I just had so many duvet covers and it just felt like a big chore. But washing and drying my other comforter, a mess. It took all day to dry, and then it would get mildewy because I would like set it down and it wasn't all the way dry. So the duvet is just easier, and I did get like a cooling duvet, so to speak, but I'm a hot sleeper. This is the one, it's from Sam's Club, which I do have a Sam's Club membership. I go maybe quarterly, but I have seen they have some fall candles out, so I may make the trip. It's something, again, I'll have to do on my way home from work to get myself to actually do it. But I like this duvet so far. And you know, you buy a duvet and covers so that you don't have to wash the duvet as often. So I just took it out the pack. I did, of course, wash the cover and the pillowcases when I got them, but I didn't wash the duvet first, which felt a little bit strange. Whenever I buy something, clothes, any sort of linens, towels, even tea towels for the kitchen, I always wash them first. It's crazy. I was reading, well, I didn't read it. I scrolled by an article that talked about why you should wash your clothes before you wear them for the first time. And I thought, are people just buying things, popping the tags off and putting it on? Unless, say I'm at work, right, and I have to wear a black sweater and I forget my sweater, or I'm getting out the car and I rip it. Things that have happened. And I need to go and run and find a black cardigan and wear it for my shift. That's different, right? It's like an emergency. But I hope if you buying clothes, you washing them first. You know what I mean? I like to think everybody is doing that. But I do like this duvet cover. It's definitely warm. They said it was a cooling duvet or whatever. It's hot. I'm a hot sleeper. We're having such a hot summer, everybody knows. But I will say here in Maryland, we've had some cooler days. Some nice, I say cool, like 85 to 90 degree days. Amazing. One day I went out for my lunch break and it was 73 degrees. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. That's why I live in the Northeast, to have normal summer days, not 105 summer days, but we have had a few just really stunning days of good weather, and that is so appreciated. And then here, back to the cleaning. I'm just going to go ahead and vacuum up. I have been looking at reupholstering my bed. The navy is just not doing it for me. It's like a bluish gray, but I want to reupholster it to something maybe more beige. I know it's a lot of cream, a lot of beige in my room, but I want this space to be very serene and as peaceful as possible. So I have been kind of watching tutorials and trying to decide where to get fabric and how to just take on that project. But here to vacuum, I'm just using my Shark Stratos vacuum. Really great on hardwood floor and this carpet that I also kind of want to switch out, but I can't just be buying new furniture when I decide I like a different color. You know what I'm saying? But we're almost done in here. I'm just going to go ahead and vacuum up. And if you deal with summer allergies, it is so important to regularly vacuum and dust. To cap off my night, I wanted to show you that I had a candle under my candle lamp. This was a limited edition from this past summer from Bath & Body Works, Ocean and Vanilla Bean. So it's like a fresh vanilla type scent. And if you didn't know, I love all things home fragrance, candles, wax melts, air fresheners, yada yada. And I do share a lot of that on my Instagram, but it's been so hot and I just have not been with it when I'm home. So I haven't been burning as many candles. So I've really been utilizing my wax melts and my candle lamps. And then downstairs in the kitchen, it was bad. You guys know I don't have a lot of counter space and things were not looking good. So I definitely had to tackle this room. No negotiating. I wanted to go ahead and get these cherries washed so that they would be ready for the week. I hate washing fruit because I don't like putting it away in the fridge when it's dripping wet, but then it just kind of like sits in the sink. So I wanted to just get that done, and I had done the dishes the night previous, so I just had maybe 4 to 5 dishes in the sink, so I didn't focus on those. I just really focused on clearing these countertops. And look at this cup I got. It is 40 ounces of liquid. It holds 40 ounces of liquid. Of course, I do not drink 40 ounces of coffee at one time. Throughout the day, I'm not going to say it's not true, but not at one time. But I just love the big size of that cup. And it also fits in my car cup holder, which is uber important. And then to clean these countertops, I'm using this Lysol antibacterial Kitchen Pro cleaner. I hesitated on buying a new kitchen cleaner because I just have a lot of stuff. But after I ran out of my beloved Crud Cutter and I couldn't find it, I love this Lysol spray. It's really good. It is a little bit more expensive than their regular Lysol multi-purpose spray because this bottle is less ounces, but it was still, I want to say, $4.97 or $5.97, something like that. Definitely under $6. And it did a really good job. I don't know how to explain it, but I really like this spray. And I like it better than using diluted Lysol concentrate, which is what I had in my spray bottle. So if you're in the market for a new kitchen cleaner, I really like this one. Something I've been kind of musing and thinking over is before the summer is done, I do want to go and see my family. I think I want to do it before the holidays just so I can kind of gauge how I feel. I don't know if I'm ready for like a Thanksgiving with the whole crew, but I can do a few days. My relationship with my family is complicated and I'm a kind of a loner type. We've talked about this before, not on purpose, and I don't want to be. I think just it's like a response to trauma, things that have happened. And I know that they make it seem like, all the millennials are just cutting ties and what do they call it? Going no contact. Unless something horrible has happened, I personally do not see that as the healthier solution all the time, right? We're punishing people for things they did when we were younger, but they were also younger. And it's so weird now to be an adult and to look back at some of the worst things that have happened to me and to think about the age of the people when they did that. They were themselves 27, 28. When I was 27 or 28, I was still selfish, petty, childish. I'm that way today, right? So who's to say that I would have dealt with the situation with any more grace than they did? And I don't know, when you've had a family where a lot of things have happened, I think you just become a certain type of people. I don't know how to explain it, but those of you who have complicated family relationships or who in your family and their past, they've dealt with complicated and maybe traumatic situations. It just makes you different, right? It's different from families who relatively normal. Maybe a death is the worst part, but they cling to each other and they cling to God and they carry each other through that experience. That is not how it always works. And I think death can really fracture a family. So that's kind of where we were at. But I think I'm ready to make amends because I was the one to create a lot of the fracture. So here we are. We're in the kitchen. I'm going to clean the stainless steel using this cleaner. It's a cream cleaner, and you can buy it now at like Home Goods. I've seen it mostly at Home Goods, but I'm sure TJ Maxx and then maybe Marshall's as well. But I like it because it's a cream cleanser instead of an aerosol. Sometimes the aerosols, I just feel like I'm breathing that in a lot more than I breathe in like a spray or even a foam. So, or no, I guess aerosol is foam. You know what I mean? The kitchen cleaners that come in the cans you shake up, the stainless steel cleaners. I just like the creams better, is what I'm very clumsily saying. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I think that'll be my next hurdle, is to go see the family and become an active member, because when they do stuff and I don't get invited, I get jealous, you know what I'm saying? But then they ask me, oh, are you coming home for Thanksgiving? I'm like, oh God, no, I don't do that. So, it's really them now. They're like respecting my wishes, and I guess I'm like feeling some kind of way. So like I said, childish, complicated, complex, probably a trauma response. But yeah, I do need to start being the bigger person again, I guess, and start bridging those gaps, because you really only get one family. And I'm grateful that mine, we have not had the things, horrible things happen that other people have dealt with. So in that regard, I am thankful for that. And here for the floors, I got lazy toward the end. I was just not feeling it anymore, so I'm using my Tenco. And yeah, I love the Tenco. It's a vacuum mop. This one at this point is so many models behind, like 3 or 4, I think. And I have been looking for a new vacuum mop, but like I said, this one just works. It still works. It doesn't stink. It doesn't give me problems. So, like, why replace a good thing? I'm going to tackle just a little bit of laundry before I go ahead and get the rest of this front room cleaned out. I have been thinking about the paint color I want to do in here, because I mentioned I want to go one shade lighter. The color in this room is Cool Concrete. I think it's a PPG color, which is like the cheapest paint at Home Depot. You have like PPG and then Glidden and then Bear, so you can get any color in that range in any of the paints. So it's called Cool Concrete. Beautiful color. And in my living room, through the kitchen on the other side, it looks different because that room has all the sliding glass doors and the windows, and the light just comes in. It makes it very warm. And then in here, because the light is not as bright, it's not as good. I don't have great lighting in this house. It's very old and I don't have any recessed lights, but I just think in here it's a little bit too dark. So I want to go just 1 to 2 shades lighter in the same paint shade. So whatever is two shades lighter on the paint card that has Cool Concrete, that's what I want to do in here. I also need to get some more fake plants. I have one real plant that my friend gave me. It's actually a jade plant. I googled it and it's a jade plant, very resilient. I did get paranoid at one point that it wasn't getting enough water, and I overwatered it and one of the leaves died. Jade plants are great because they don't need to be watered that often. So I have one real plant and a bunch of fake plants because fake plants don't really get bugs. So I want to get a lot more fake plants for this room. And I've been thinking about getting rid of my this side, the 2 tall cabinets, and moving them or selling them. I don't know. I just have plans to change things around. But first things first, I need to get it cleaned up and then hopefully painted soon. This area, I guess, has become my shopping dumping ground. So I've been thrifting a lot. I've been thrifting for those candle crocks, and I share more of that on my Instagram stories. But a candle crock is essentially a candle warmer for the entire jar at one time. So it looks like a little crock, like a crock pot, but just the size of a large candle, and you put the candle in there and the heating element is all around and it melts all of the wax at once. So you can melt an entire candle at one time. It's like a set it and forget it way to use up fragrance, and I really like them, and I've recently become obsessed with collecting all of them because they don't really make them mainstream anymore. There's only one brand that I can think of, candle warmers, that makes them, and they only sell them on Belk or Dillard's? Belk. Belk's website, and they go in and out of stock. It's one cream color candle crock. So I've been thrifting a lot of those. I bought one on eBay. I found my white whale candle crock on Poshmark, and I'll probably post that on my Instagram soon. So yeah, just a lot of information that I'm sure you don't even care about. Short story long, I guess. Right when you walk in the house is where I just dump all of my shopping purchases and my reusable bags. I will say the reusable bag initiative is definitely working, because I was looking for a little plastic, like a bag to throw my lunch in, because I didn't feel like getting on my lunchbox, and I don't have any. And when at the store, when they have bags to buy, they're usually paper bags, so I just recycle those. So I gotta hand it to Maryland and all the surrounding states. That paper bag initiative definitely has reduced the amount of plastic bags I have in my house. Now, of course, I have regular trash bags, but those little throwaway bags, those little have a good day bags you used to put in your bathroom trash cans, I really don't have any anymore. And then here, because I felt like I didn't do quite enough cleaning, I wanted to just give the room a good dust, and it was mighty dusty in here. This picture that's about 5 inches too high, I'm definitely going to take down when I repaint this room, and I'm going to put something in the different on this wall. Again, I'm thinking about getting rid of the two tall, they're IKEA Billy bookcases with just doors, and then the handles I purchased, I think, on Amazon, more than likely on Amazon. But I think I'm gonna get rid of this setup and just extend the living space and make it a little bit bigger, and then I'll be able to hopefully find an easier, or have an easier time finding a coffee table to go in the middle. But I don't know, I just want to change, and I love having this little setup. I can keep my liquor and my candles easily in reach, but I just want to do something a little different. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope to be more consistent. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you'll stick around.